Mr. Wesley, are you still in the room? We'll turn it over. Thanks, guys.
What's up? Did you used to babysit?
All right, so I'd like to welcome
Yeah, I have before. Yes, he used to live 2 doors down.
guests from UPS tonight. We're happy, or we're nice enough and rewarding enough. They wanted to recognize some of the top performances we had this year from a UPS standpoint. So I know they were just up here, but I want to recognize them again for the work that they've done this year. They've been great to work with. I've had a chance to get to know both of them personally over the last year. Really enjoyed it. So Stephanie Calloway and Bill Hebert from UPS, thanks for coming up. And Leah. Come on, Leah.
Dustin, thank you for those kind words. It's been great to get to know Dustin and Leah and their teams over the last year. We've had a lot of success together, no doubt about it. But, you know, first I want to say thank you for having us again this year. It's always such a treat for us and a pleasure to be here, to share these days with you guys. So many great success stories, so many great people to meet. It's obvious, as Coach said earlier, you guys look for people of high character. There's no doubt that helps to drive the success that you guys experience each year. So in recognizing us tonight, we appreciate that again as a partner of the year. So it means a lot to us, and we appreciate the partnership that we have with your company, with Worldwide Express. So thank you very much from us. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Bill.
This has been great fun. We're going to keep it going in just a minute. Before we do, though, I have to say I was really impressed with the opening comments this morning from Tom. You know, especially that part where he said it's okay to splash a little brown with your blue, I guess. So almost brought a tear to my eye this morning. You know, and I had a chance to attend 3 of the breakout sessions today. And if I would have closed my eyes for a few minutes in each of those sessions and imagined myself at a UPS sales training session, it would have just felt the same. I mean, you know, being 21 years with UPS and about 17 of those years in sales and sales management. Some of the exact things that I heard today, talking about value and, you know, positioning various solutions with the customer, stickiness, all those great terms that I heard, and it was obvious that the folks facilitating those sessions really believed that, and they had their heart into those thoughts and those strategies, and that's why they're so successful. So you guys never, you know, cease to amaze. It's wonderful. Have had a great time so far, and appreciate you having us again. Enjoying the night. All right, so what did we do this year for recognition? What we decided to do was to focus on new air and international growth for 2012. So the revenue and the folks that we're going to recognize did a splendid, spectacular job last year in 2012, growing the premium products, which again is always our focus. That's where the margin is. That's where we've asked you guys to continue to focus your efforts, premium products, air, and international. We've got 3 categories. We'll start with the account managers. And in second place, and let me back up for a second. First of all, let me say it's remarkable now that I know a little bit more about what the account manager does. You know, they're not out there banging on doors every day, 30 to 40 stops like some of the other folks do, but yet they still manage to focus on growing the business and do a spectacular job, and these 2 individuals did that. So in second place with 74,351 new revenue dollars.
Cumulative revenue dollars.
Cumulative revenue dollars.
Throughout the year.
For 2012. From Team OC is Cassie Horgash.
Yep.
And in first place, Dustin tells me, had this person been part of the sales contest with the account executives, that she would have placed sixth.
Correct.
Sixth overall. So
Yep.
quite an accomplishment there with $147,209 from Philly Fusion, Caitlin Bell. Okay, moving on to the sales manager category. We'll start with bracket 2. This individual had a premium product mix north of 90% for 2012, which is unbelievable. That's wonderful. With $328,520 new revenue dollars. Am I saying that correctly?
Yep,
okay,
correct.
from Team San Francisco, Kurt Watkins. Okay, and in bracket 1, this individual has a history of success selling UPS. I know he's been recognized at least 2 or 3 times in the past. He's back for more. He just continues to do an incredible job. At $486,645 from New Jersey Central, Bill Quince. Okay, and finally, the account executive category. These are the folks that are out there every day really banging on doors, right? Making it
Absolutely.
happen. Tough job. Great success, though, here. In third place, with $229,893, this individual was even recently promoted to a sales manager role from North Cal, Ryan Hall.
Two more.
In second place with $245,254, this individual was the top international producer for 2012. From Team Seattle, Madeline Bakewell. And finally, the first place account executive for 2012 for UPS Premium Air International at $250,455. This individual had a premium product mix of 95%. Awesome focus. From Team San Francisco, Casey Knapp. So thank you to those folks who had spectacular years last year. And just I want to take one more opportunity to say thank you to everyone here and for all that you do for UPS. We certainly appreciate you guys helping us to grow our business to be successful in many years to come. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Bill. Hi, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Are you guys good? No break? Cool. All right, we are going to move on to the President's Club Awards. President's Club Awards. Newman, you joining me? I'll fly solo. All right. Newman's drinking a Miller Lite in the hallway. I'll bet anyone $1. What were you doing? Drinking a Miller Lite in the hallway?
I'm here. What are you worried about?
Worried about you?
I'm worried about you.
Hey, it's a good thing.
I'm much more worried about you than you should be worried about me.
All right.
And yes, I was. All right, let's talk about President's Club. We have a lot of awards to get through with President's Club right now. Just going to say that right now. President's Club, to me, is something that, if you guys haven't figured out by now, we placed a little bit of a larger emphasis on for the reason that it takes all year to do this. And it's consistency and building a book of business throughout the entire course of the year. So this is a very, very big deal to Dustin and I and everybody else in the organization. And it should be to you guys as well, right? President's Club's a little bit different. As you guys know, you're competing against yourself. You're not competing against others, you're competing against yourself. In my opinion, the last 3 weeks of the year were a lot of fun. The last 4 weeks of the year, a lot of fun to watch this stuff, right? And you and I would talk about it every day. Who's going to get in? Who's going to get in? Who's not going to get in? Who's going to get in, right? And we would watch this stuff every single day. Every single week we'd see the numbers. Dustin and I were sitting there talking about this stuff. Watching your revenue number, watching your quality accounts. It was really, really neat for us, right? It was really, really neat for us. Now, all that being said, since we have a lot of awards to get through, I'm just going to set the expectation appropriately right now. We're going to move through these a little bit because we don't want to lose the audience. We don't want to lose you guys, so we're going to move through these things a little bit quicker. But we will get you guys the recognition you deserve. And the watches are pretty cool, too. You agree?
Yep, absolutely. Watches turned out great. We really impressive performances this year. As we said on the conference call on Monday, we had to raise the bar going into next year. You know, we thought, based on our projections, we wanted to reward those that had a big year. And as you guys have in years past, you actually had a great year. and those that are going to receive the awards this evening. We're looking forward to hopefully all of you repeating going into next year. That is certainly the goal. So let's start with the account managers. As you may remember, to qualify from an account management standpoint, it was retention based, and you had to have a retention percentage over 100%. So again, this was an annual contest. We measured the fourth quarter of 2011 versus the fourth quarter of 2012. All these individuals had retention above 100% in their markets. First market, Charlotte Fusion, Amber Keysecker, 100% retention.
Second office. Hey guys, we're gonna announce the next name while the photos being taken. We're gonna hustle through these again, but still giving you guys recognition you deserve. Second office I want to talk about here. Came in at 101%. Kansas City, Sarah Epperson, Lindsay Kirk McGuire. Next market. This market's already been up tonight. Anybody that's from Northwest Indiana knows the region. Kaylee Williams, 101%. Come on up.
All right, next office, 101.4% retention. Cincinnati Fusion, Natalie Bertucci.
Next one, coming in at 102%. She's already been up here once tonight. She's going on a trip. She has some money. Why don't you wear a watch on that trip? Jessica Zazalaya, Boca Raton Fusion. Next market, 102.2%. These ladies are a very, very, very special spot in my heart. Stephanie Cook, Lauren Scott, Detroit.
Next office, solid performance all year. She did a fantastic job in her breakout today. I imagine her phone's going to be ringing, emails, people wanting to tap into her knowledge. Team Boston, Lindsay Roseman. Woo!
Next market came at 103.9. She's actually from Herb Street's old hometown. Columbus, Ohio, Megan Weber, come on up.
And the performances start to get better. 107.9%, Scranton, PA, Megan Jewell.
Me. Next market, 112.1%. Team Inland Empire, Marion Garrett, come on up.
Next market, solid performance, team of account managers that's overseen it over the last year. 114%, Brianna Brown, Jessica Cafferty, and accepting on their behalf, Megan Lukic, who oversees that marketing team.
Next market, 115.6. They've been up here twice already. The Lou, St. Louis, Gumashad and Alicia.
Very solid performance in this next market. She picked up some money and a trip in Sprint 1. Atlanta Southwest and Greensboro, Stephanie Lally. Really solid performance in this next market. Again, a team of account managers responsible for doing the work. Very large book of business, 120.8% retention. Stephanie Prokosh, Amber Jeckert, and to accept the award, Kate Snyder.
So just Kate Snyder up here? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you're going to recognize her for that.
She needs 2 more. Kate Snyder. Kate, also want to mention, give you credit for New Orleans as well. So you have a couple of watches to pick up before you leave. It's all right, we'll get them later. But New Orleans Fusion as well, 126%. Awesome job, Kate. Greenville, South Carolina?
Yep.
Greenville, South Carolina. 133%, Michelle Quaterski.
All right, moving on to Sales Manager Bracket 2. Sales Manager Bracket 2, so quick review. Everyone in the room is probably aware, to qualify as a sales manager in Bracket 2, you had to write $1.25 million in new revenue over the course of the year. $1.25 million for all these markets. So we're going to start out west in San Diego.
I'll take it. San Diego, Walter Solalo technically oversees this market as a director. They went from, I mean, these guys grew about 60, 70 grand this year. On his behalf, we want to call up the man from Detroit, Michigan, Mark Nyquist. Come on up.
Yep. Staying out west, this guy closed out the year strong with his team, $1.27 million new revenue from Team Pasadena, Brian Brown.
All right. And yes, Brian was texting me on Christmas Eve to find out if he got in the President's Club in Sprint 2. 8 o'clock at night. That's this guy. Next person. I've known this guy, man, 11 years? Minneapolis Fusion, Kevin Franzer. Come on up, buddy.
All right, very strong performance in this market throughout the year. Miami, Florida, they're up here it seems like every year, 1.31 million, Stephanie Sladek. Come on up.
Next market. Team Orange County, Ryan Howland, come on up, buddy.
Yeah. This next one's a good one.
I can't even imagine what he might do right now.
Yeah, for a number of reasons, but as he calls it, all this growth happened out on the island. So one of the best guys in the company, John Hartman, Long Island, 1.45 million in growth.
There's no way that Hartman you had to play offensive line at some point in your life, right, Hartman?
What'd you say?
He played offensive line at some point in his life.
Had to. Had to. All right, next market. A lot of work been done in this market over the last few years. When this guy took over as a manager, market was billing about $40,000 to $50,000 a week. It is well over $150 week in, week out. The guy's really developed over the last couple of years. $1.5 million from Houston Northwest. Cody Alt.
Next person in. They've been up all night. 1.52 million. Luciano! God bless Luciano. Next market, again, another guy that was up here for Sprint 2. South Bend, Indiana, Squadroni. Come on up, man.
All right, last award inside of bracket 2. Top performing market, $1.63 million. New business written in this market last year. A lot of work done by the individual that oversees the market, Walter Salala, but really the guy that we want to recognize tonight that did a lot of the heavy lifting, Anthony Boscarini, Orange County Fusion. Come up, baby.
Good job, baby.
Nice work. Moving on to bracket 1. So on the bracket 1 side, a little bit more difficult to qualify. All these individuals brought on at least $1.5 million new business in their market. 1.5 million was the number. First guy, not only did he win the national sales contest last year in bracket 2, he followed it up this year with a President's Club performance from San Antonio, Art Zuniga.
Woo! Artie! Next market. Again, this one for me personally matters a lot. The one word I'll use for this guy is passion. There's a saying in this office. They say Detroit is not dead. McCarthy, come on up, buddy. Next market. This story right here is why I love the President's Club. This is a guy that's quietly had back-to-back awesome years. Awesome, awesome, awesome years. Kieran Lang, BV Northeast. Come on up, man.
This manager was up here earlier. We good? All right, there we go. This manager was up here earlier. Solid performance all year. 1.7 million. Los Angeles Fusion, Alex Stark.
Next office. Spent a few days here in December. You can see why these two guys do very, very well. Team Phoenix, Tyler Navarrete, Kevin Kern.
No real surprise on this next one. Every year, they walk up here and collect more and more money. This year, it's a watch.
It's just a pro.
Yeah, just a pro.
Just a professional.
This guy just collects checks from us.
Yep.
New Jersey Central, 1.88 million. Bill Quentz, come on back up.
Done. Another market, year in, year out, does it every single year. This guy's actually taking a position to move to Central Illinois. Tim Ash, I'm proud of you, buddy. Come on up, man. Yeah, I'll take these guys and you're next.
Yep.
All right. 2.30 million. It's a good number. Market ended at 275 grand. Chi-Town what? Come on up. Next one, you don't have any Omegas left, do you? Do you have any white boxes left? No, black box. All right. Hold on a second. Those might be the worst looking suspenders I've ever seen, Logan. Wait, I'm out. Ferguson, you need to manage that one tighter.
He's promoting that. Are you kidding me? All right, top performing market in bracket 1, $2.6 million in new business last year. Team effort across the board here. Again, Chet's going to be unable to make it, but from Philly Fusion, Chet Stakaitis, Caitlin Bell, Phil Bartocci, Will Wickham.
Qualifiers great. 500 grand.
You wanna? Yeah.
One.
We have many more on the shelf. I don't even have them. This got jacked up.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let's move on to account executives. And then we're done with President's Club Awards for the night. So on the account executive side, $500,000 in new business and 20 quality customers. Significant amount of revenue, solid year to get in. So first guy that's getting in, snuck in the last week. $550,000 in revenue. I know he called you multiple times. He called me multiple times. Team Boston, Casey Stearns. Come on up, Case.
Next person, stay in the same program. Let's go to the other coast. 567 grand, originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Ben Drake, come on up, Eddie. Pasadena.
All right, here he is. He's coming.
There he is. Come on, Drake. Drake, you need to be prepared for this stuff. Come on.
He's just broken the record.
Thanks, guys.
Good job. Nice work, man.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. Have your option.
Did you guys watch? Yeah. All right. Let's stay in the same program one more time. Stay standing over there, guys. I'm going up the coast, and I'm going to a guy named Casey Knepp in San Francisco.
All right. Great story here. This next guy started with the company, came through basic February 2012, went on to write $600,000 in business. Very cool to see that happen inside of a year. From New York City, Andrew Adelaide. Woo!
Still you.
Yep. Going back to the program over here that's had a number of folks already get up. She had a solid performance on the UPS side, got an award for that. Team Seattle, Madeline Bakewell, come on up.
Next person. She has been with this organization since March of 2004. A true professional, year in, year out, San Antonio, Devin Hennig. Come on up. Next city. Let's go back to a table over there. Team Boston, 678 grand. Kurt Muther, come on up.
We're into the 700s. This next AE, $707,000 in new revenue. He placed in last year's national sales contest,
Right.
followed it up with another solid performance this year. Miami, Florida, D. Wagner.
Next person, $711,000. I've been going back and forth with this guy for the past 3 months, messing with him more than you guys could ever imagine. And I've had a lot of fun doing it. And this guy is one of the best sales professionals in this organization. From the island, Larkin.
Really strong performance from this next guy at the beginning of the year. Started last year, strong year last year, even better year this year. He also just got promoted into a management position inside of his group from Orange County Fusion, Steven Anderson.
Yeah.
You want to do it when? I'm going to tell him.
No surprise on this one. He was up here earlier, placed in the second sprint, $729,000. Springfield, Missouri, Kyle Ilgas, come on back up.
Before I announce the next market, everybody that's in President's Club, do me a favor and stick around. At the end of the night, last thing we're going to do is take a group photo. So don't run out of here. Don't go to the bar. Stick tight with us until the end of the night, all right? It's going to be a cool group photo. Next person. The leadership here is a little bit suspect. It's a little bit suspect. I take it back. It's very, very good, all right? Grand Rapids, Michigan, Nate Alice, come on up.
I couldn't see him while you were...
Not bad for year one with the company, Nate. Good job, man. Very, very, very well done. Next is, this guy's already been up here. 737 grand. Nate, he got you by $1,000 bucks. Literally, $1,000. Chris Sinisved, Chicago, baby, come on up. Next market, 750 grand on the nose. Came through Basic 2011. This was the guy from day one of Basic. You could see how aggressive he was going to be. Team Phoenix, Jordan Coletti, baby.
It's been a big night for this office. It's been a big night for her already. List, I don't know what else to say. 780 grand, come on up. Congrats, congrats, congrats.
Make a big deal of how much Anderson's smoking shit on President. Agreed.
Pretty impressive numbers these last three folks are putting up here. So let's stay in the Midwest, about 4.5 hours north up I-55. This guy placed in the first sprint, came out of the gates hot, rode that throughout the year. $786,000, Chicago. Tyler Birchmeyer, come on up. All right, so let's put this last one in perspective. This is our final President Club Award of the evening. And this guy, to put his performance in perspective, and nothing against what Tyler did, because Tyler, you had a great year. Tyler wrote $786,000 worth of business. The guy that beat him wrote $958,000 worth of business. He almost wrote $1 million of business on his own. Now, if you've spent any time around him, he'll tell you that most of that revenue comes from what he likes to call whoppers. So from Team Inland Empire, Josh Anderson, unreal year. Come on up.
Again, President's Club, stick around. We want a good group photo at the end of the night. This is going to be a new, cool, pretty cool tradition. We want a good group photo.
Yep.
That being said, I'm going to hand it back to Mr. Kiger and Mr. Medine. It's all you.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
They can't hear you.
Mic's not on. Now it is. All right.
We're good. We're good. We're good to go.
All right, we're going to start with the Franchise Growth Awards. So, single unit, these are franchises. We want to put a few things in perspective. So, we talked about our growth this morning. The franchises that grew between $1 million and $2 million, there were 15 markets. They accounted for $20.68 million of our almost $90 million of growth last year. So, let's get them up on stage. I'm going to ask all these markets to stand and be recognized. Let's have the team from Austin, Team Memphis, Knoxville, South LA Fusion, Long Island, Atlanta 2, Cincinnati Fusion, New Hampshire, Columbus, Charlotte Fusion, Boca Raton Fusion, Los Angeles Fusion, Houston Southwest, Houston Northwest, and Grand Rapids. Really, really well done, guys. That is phenomenal. $1 million in growth. That is huge. So awesome. Awesome job.
You go ahead.
Let's go to the next category, please.
Pop it up. All right, guys. This is incredibly impressive again. So we're at the Gold Award level. These are for single units that have grown 2 million plus. And we have 6 markets totaling $13 million. That's incredible, incredible. So we're going to call some names out here. San Diego Fusion, New Jersey Central, Atlanta Southwest, Indianapolis, Bear Ventures Northeast, and Team Phoenix.
Well done, guys. All right, moving along. The Platinum Awards. Now, these markets all grew over $2.25 million. All right? We've got 5 of these markets. They grew by a combined $12.14 million in revenue. So let's get these up here. We got Chicago. We've got Springfield. Let's get Ventura up, Detroit, and Philadelphia Fusion.
Guys, it's getting serious here. These are the Diamond Awards, single unit, 3 million plus in growth. We have 5 markets representing $15.75 million. Big numbers. So we're going to call you guys out individually. I think applause deserved on an individual basis, so if we can just do it that way, please. All right, St. Louis, please stand up.
All right, guys, moving along.
All right, next, please. Orange County Fusion.
Awesome job, guys.
That was $3.13 million. Well done, well done. All right, next, San Antonio in the house.
Well done, Keith.
San Antonio added $3.14 million. All right, next. The region. $3.19 million. Well done.
Well done, gentlemen.
All right. Number 5, Team Inland Empire. $3.20 million. Well done.
And now the big boys and big girls. We've got, although that's probably not as nice to say. How about, I feel like Lee Corso
Lee, with
now.
your permission.
Lee,
The
you're
big
rubbing
boys
off
and
on
the big
me.
girls, yes.
All right, so here's to the top performing men and women in the company. The Stratosphere Award, single unit. Not a surprise. Minneapolis Fusion, very well done, guys.
That was $4.2 million. Well done. Well done.
Moving along. Now, it's interesting. We were standing up here chit-chatting as we were taking photos. And, you know, Kurt had an interesting thing to say. You know, he brought up that, hey, you know, this is great. It seems like people who perform get up on stage and get awards. And the people who don't just, you know, they have to sit here and watch and, you know, want to get up there all night. It's great. It's not the blue ribbon sort of approach that America takes.
Well, the exception is Tom, of course, but yeah, he's up here anyway.
Thank you. Thank you for destroying my mojo after one sentence. But, you know, I want to illustrate a point as we're going through this. The awards we just went through, these are the units that make all of this possible, right? That's where the majority of our growth occurs. The next few groups that we call up, they contribute over 55% of our revenue on an annual basis.
Yeah, that's astonishing.
So each of these units is going to get to bring their entire team up on stage. So if you can bear with us as we call through the big 5 in terms of growth. Now number 5, now this is going to be a little bit of a, I think there's always that shuffling around 5, 6, and 7, but this year in terms of growth, number 5, they grew by over $4 million. So if we can see that slide, please. We have Bear Ventures, Mr. Erdos, Brian Tribble, Mullen, let's get up here.
Well done, BB. All right, folks. Next unit, this is $8.02 million of growth. It's amazing, and this franchise has had to overcome some real challenges, namely the owner, They were able to somehow engineer around him and achieve a very high level of success.
That's something the company does very well, David.
Well, I've had to do the same thing with you. But anyway, so obviously we know who it is. Tom Bodine, Chicago, Kansas City, St. Louis, Grand Rapids, and Des Moines.
Ferguson, get everyone up here, please. Now, before we go to the next slides, there is a huge, now look, there's the big five, and then there are the big three.
It's like the Big Ten used to be.
That's right.
It was the Big
Now,
Two and the
these
Little Eight.
next three groups are insane. It is unbelievable how much these three groups grow year in and year out. Every year, it's the same three. So clearly they're doing something right. Clearly they have a strategy that works. And clearly they've demonstrated that above everyone else, they're committed and they're executing day in and day out. Now there's always a fight. There always is a fight amongst this group. And the funny thing is, every single one of them, even though they're in the top three, they're incredibly ticked off when they're not number one. So as great as all of these groups are, and they are phenomenal, the two that we call up third and second are going to go home, and we know they're not going to be happy, but all we can say is all three of you had the most unbelievable years, and everyone in the entire organization owes a tremendous debt of gratitude for what you three do. So let's have a big round of applause for these three before we announce them. It is insane what these groups do year in and year out.
It is.
It is.
Slide, please. Thank you. All right. This is the number is just amazing. It's $11.44 million in incremental growth. I mean, there was a day when that was half of our company. That wasn't too long ago. So the number's gaudy. The number's amazing. It's probably not a surprise. A contender every single year. And again, it's first, second, third is just a small number that tends to separate these guys. But Todd Gary, Indianapolis,
Central Florida, the region, Columbus, Jacksonville, Sarasota, Florida, Harrisburg. Need to take a breath. Atlanta, Milwaukee, Fort Myers, Albany,
Central
Wilmington,
Illinois.
Richmond, and Central Illinois. Bring the program up. Todd, congratulations, man. Awesome. Awesome job. Now, it was about this time last year that Bennett and Todd jumped up on stage, right, with the whole Kanye West moment?
That's exactly what happened.
All right.
I haven't even heard Bennett at all. I mean, what's up? Hey, Bennett, you here? All right.
Now, this one, all right. So there has been a dogfight over the last few years. Now, by any measure, this group had a ridiculous year. And I know that getting the Diamond Award is going to be something they don't love, but again, the message I would give is the growth is absolutely insane. And with this group, it is consistent year in and year out. They have been a model. There are several models that everyone should aspire to. They're one of them, okay? They are a model that proves that head count, commitment, dedication, it all pays off. Team Bennett, $12.45 million in growth. Boston, Phoenix, Inland Empire, Pasadena, Orange County, Utah, San Francisco, Seattle, Memphis, and Vegas. Get on up here. All right.
All right, everybody. So that was
That's the end of awards night, right?
It was impressive.
Are we done?
I don't think we're done yet. No. No. It was impressive, but not quite impressive enough. So,
all right, everyone. Hey, guys, we're about done. Let's get it. This is the big one.
If you guys could have a seat, this is the big one. Come on. We're getting there. Ladies, thank you. That's it. Here we go. Good. All right, Stratosphere Award. If you can give me a little slide here. I know who it is, but I don't know the number. That's good God, $19.5 million of incremental growth. Let's just, a round of applause for the number. Wow, 19. All right, so I was trying to think well, obviously it's a great team, it's a team effort, but with every great team you have a great leader. And I was trying to think what I could say about this individual that he hasn't said about himself. But a bum. Boom. Anyway. And so I was left with very little, actually. But honestly, this guy, as you know, instrumental in the development of the program that we have today.
Yep.
And honestly, I could not have done what I did, what we did without him. I really could not have. And I could have come very close, but maybe not quite all the way. This individual actually told Tom Medine and I that he would someday be bigger than the system.
Now that's actually not mathematically possible, is that, David?
Well, Joe, there's this thing called a denominator, but we're not going to get into that. And I don't want to break the news to him.
Let him keep trying.
Keep fighting the good fight, Joe. We're convinced it will happen someday. Actually, if anyone could do it, it would be you. All right, so, and again, I'm going to keep it short because I know he won't. So we're going to get him up here, right? Team Fusion, and that is Minneapolis, Los Angeles, Philly, Orange County, Tampa, South LA, Boca Raton, San Diego, Cincinnati, Baltimore, Charlotte, Dallas. You never should have gotten Dallas. Nashville. Go ahead and finish it up. We got 4 left there.
Oh, good heavens. New Orleans, Connecticut, Madison, and Milwaukee.
And
Program of the Year, Fusion Logistics. Let's get up there.
Hey, Joe. Joe Judson. Now, I know he's probably not going to want to do this, but I would love Joe to maybe just say a few things. Joe, if you could say just maybe a few things, your public is dying to hear. All right, so.
Where'd Walter go?
Tom and I actually have to go take a potty break, so we'll be back in about a half an hour.
No, it's look, I'll make this simple to a degree. But everybody's getting cocktails at the end of the night. I know how this goes. We did this for years together, and I get it. You guys are done with the drinks, and you're ready to go down to the bar. So I'll say this to you. Tonight is our night, and I get that. I do. And we get that. I understand that tonight is a good night for our organization. It has at the end of the day, very little to do with me. The facts are that there are a lot of people in our organization that make it happen every day. And I just happen to be a guy that helps guide the process. And look, my history runs deep at Worldwide Express, but I think you all need to understand that even though Fusion has a certain number associated with it and a certain growth level, you know, we keep an eye on the system. We do. There are jobs out there and performances that we have a high degree of respect for. We benchmark ourselves against certain markets often and all the time, frankly. If I look at the system, there are a lot of jobs that are done every day, and you know they don't get performance, they don't get recognized tonight for their performance. But I can tell you the names of a lot of people in the organization that helped build this system. They run their own companies every day. They're focused, they're disciplined, they're structured. They came from a place where they understand the idea of work ethic and moving forward. Look, Chad McManaman out in the Pacific Northwest, he wasn't up here tonight, but that's a guy that he may be the hardest working man in show business. You know, obviously the Kurt Watkins of the world, and you know, everybody along the coast, Brian Brown. In the Midwest, Todd Gary, TJ Gasho, Tim Ash. I think the job that's being done by Trent Weiser and Clint Squadroni in the Midwest and the region is exceptional. Mike McCarthy in Southfield. There's a series of markets. Obviously Atlanta over the last few years with Suzanne Walsh and Mike Williams has been good. You know, Bruce Barron forever has been important to the organization. Stephanie Sladek, Joe Van Anglen, Annie Miller wasn't up here tonight, but she's been so important to the history of the organization. The system was built with a lot of people that made great effort. And Fusion has changed the dynamics of the system to a degree, but we still keep an eye on what's going on. I promise you that. In New Jersey with, you know, Doug Donahoe, Leon Arian and those guys, and John Hartman, Bob Toupee, you know, obviously Kevin Ferguson, Brant Pangborn. Andy Luciano still has the best ass in the business. Brian O'Neill, Adam Luby. Look, Dave Stavali's gone back to Grand Rapids and done an exceptional job. And David Peck in New Hampshire. You know, Texas, Keith Godey, Kim Ortiz, Shane Hogue, Dan O'Neill, Cody Alt. Like, I get the legacy, man. I understand it. I really do. I really, really do. So I won't beat it up too much, but I can tell you this, that without that legacy, without that understanding and that discipline and that effort that it took, we wouldn't be who we are today. Fusion wouldn't have been possible. I had a window into the system that nobody else did. And I thought Fusion was a better way for me. That's fine. But you know what? You guys have all made your own way, and it's great. It's great to see the performances. I've got nothing but an immense amount of respect for it. Tonight was our night, and I've got tremendous respect and love for our organization. There are a lot of great human beings in our company. Maybe not the perfect performances, but over the last 4 years, we've had to break it down. Every time we've expanded, we've had to break our model every time. We've had to promote young people again, teach them the way, and we've positioned ourselves now to go big. And I've watched others along the way do the same. Todd Gary has reinvented himself. Chris Nantista has reinvented himself. Stacy Reif, Mike Avalone. Everybody's given the same sacrifices. So, look, it's a good night for us. But, Kurt, I subscribe to the Nick Saban theory. I do. I get it. I get it. We will celebrate this for exactly an hour and a half. We will. And I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize the efforts of other individuals in the room outside the franchise system. Look, the partners at UPS have been so important to what happened to our organization. So important. And I was the bad guy in the room with our organization because I said we were going to stay the course on small pack. And over the last 3 years, we took our lumps at this meeting. We took it. And that's fine, I don't regret it, because we stayed the course on small pack, and in my personal opinion, we put us on the map with UPS for the betterment of the system, for the betterment of each independent franchise owner out there that runs their business. We did that. And you guys grew the freight piece, and that's great. I think it's great. Symbiotic. But to Stephanie Calloway and Bill Hebert, Bill, you guys are great tonight. You guys were great. And the guy that put us on the map ultimately deserves a ton of respect and appreciation for every one of us is Sean O'Shaughnessy. And I live in Dallas, Texas, even though by the way, Todd, I keep my 317 number. Yeah, Midwest. The Midwest, folks. You want to know where people work? Midwest. That's how the sausage gets made in America. I'm not getting rid of my 317 ever. But had Sean O'Shaughnessy not signed that UPS contract, we'd be dead in the water in many respects. We'd be another 3PL in the big universe that is freight. But we're not. And my commitment to our organization is we're going to be bigger, we're going to be better each and every day. And to steal a line a little bit from UPS, but to add something to it, I'll say to each and every one of you, we're not constructively dissatisfied. We are constructively very dissatisfied. Look, there are a lot of young people in the room who don't know who I am and they don't care. And that's fine. I had you want to hear a funny story, Ferg? I had a young lady from our organization last night, and it's 1 in the morning, and we're sitting around. At this point, I've cycled on into some waters, and she says to me, "Thanks for bringing me to the conference." I said, "No, we're glad you're here, Bambi. Glad to have you." Her name's Bambi. I said, "We're glad to have you." She's like, "Now, do they invite you to this every year?" Yeah, they allow me to come. And she had no idea of my history. And I said, "You know what?" And I've told this to our group. And she doesn't have to care. She doesn't have to. I get it. She doesn't care what happened in 04 and 05 and 06 and 07. She doesn't have to care. And each and every one of us that's been around has a responsibility to turn the page. Because everybody that joins this organization cares about now. And they care about tomorrow. Now let me make it clear that in quiet dinner conversations, I let everybody know about my history, especially Medine. And I didn't even get invited to a big board dinner last night. That hurts. But that's okay. And the facts are, in the world of business, There are talkers and there are doers. And this organization, this system, has always been about doing. It was a mindset that we instilled at basic sales training that all of you at the local level adopted, and it's been great. You guys are doers. You're doers. And that's appreciated by us because, look, at Fusion, without you guys, it doesn't matter. We can't carry it on our own. Now, in our own egotistical minds, we think we can. But that's fine. I know we can't. And I've got immense respect for all of you. I really do. And I'll tell one last story, and then I'm off here. My 9-year-old son says to me last September, we're talking, he says, Dad, how do you make money? I said, what do you mean, Jack? And he's my second kid, and he's the youngest. He's a bit cantankerous, looks like me, acts like me. It's not good. And he says to me, he's like, how do you make money? He's like, all I see you doing behind that computer is this. How do you get paid? Do you get paid every day? How does it work? And I go, Jack, look. He did not mention David Kiger. But he does know David Kiger. And he says to me, he's like, Dad, I want to learn how to make money. So I say to him, Jack, listen, you want to learn how to make money, son? Go earn your own. I'm not here to take care of you. Mow lawns, do something, rake leaves. We don't have snow to shovel in Dallas, but you're going to earn your way. And I believe that in my bones. I do. Because the universe is coddled. They are. And Worldwide was never coddled along the way. And that made us great. And I wasn't a coddler. I wasn't. And I wasn't everybody's best friend. I get it. I wasn't here to be your best friend. We had to get on the map. And if we weren't on the map, UPS wouldn't have had us. We fought every day. So Jack says, all right, I get it. And the conversation subsides. And for Christmas this year, he writes on his little list in the start of December, he's got 3 bullet points on his Christmas list. Number 1, lawnmower. So Jack gets a lawnmower, and I had to go buy a truck and get rid of my Range Rover, and because I've got to make sure he does a good job. Now I'm managing a 9-year-old mowing lawns because I don't want my name on it if it's not going to be quality. Number 2, money, comma, I'm broke. And I understood that as well. I was broke too. Number 3, he wanted a blow-up water slide. He didn't get it. And he didn't get money either. He's going to earn his way, just like the rest of us have. So look, those are anecdotal stories, and I only share them because I believe all that stuff in my home life, in my professional life, and I believe it for the system. You want to be a billion? Do you want to be a billion? Look, the facts are it's all bullshit if you don't go to work. That's a fact. And I hate to use that term, but after Lee talked about women and the universe, I feel much better about it. But we got to go to work. And I don't care where you are in your program right now. I don't care if you bill 50, and I don't care if you bill 100, and I don't care if you bill 150, or if you bill $1.2 million. I don't care. More can be done. That's a fact. And each of you has to carry your weight if this is going to be big and it's going to be better. Because I promise you this, the day will never come that Fusion as an organization and the people that make up that organization don't carry their weight. That day will never come. Look, we respect it. We appreciate it. Thank you. Tom, job well done tonight. David, job well done. Thanks.
This is how an angel does. Blaming on my own
right, to get everyone to hang tight for just one quick second, we're going to get President's Club up here, but we've got a quick photo op that we need to take care of with Mr. Gary. Bear with us 1 second. All right. The night is about over. So let's get Brendan and Dustin up here. And let's just, you know what, guys? Let's get everyone from the President's Club, please up on stage for a final photo, and then we will wrap this event up and head down to the nearest bar.
Yes.